My name is Veronica Gloria. I'm 19 years old and I'm a student at Harvard. I'm potentially a social studies concentrator. I come from Illinois. I'm from a pretty working class town. My family is comprised of 4 siblings and both of my parents. My parents are Mexican immigrants, but all of my siblings and I were born here. I would say that our culture definitely played a lot into our upbringing. It was very traditional in the sense that we spoke Spanish at home. We ate a lot of just typical Mexican dishes. We always had relatives over, from cousins to grandparents. It was definitely more of being raised by the entire extended family. And I think that also like our religion came into play, and I was so immersed in a culture that was different from that of other students in my school that I knew that I wasn't exactly going through the same struggles or even issues or cultural identity that a lot of my classmates were experiencing. So that it made for somewhat strained conversations on topics such as immigration or how people were using Spanish in school, or just issues that I guess were very normal to me, that were colored by my experiences as a Latina, but that most of my school just saw very differently because of their own upbringing. My role as a Latina here has been to share my culture with others, but also to come to understand what it is to be a Latina. I guess although I grew up always being very aware of my culture because I went to a Caucasian majority school, I really didn't know what it meant to be Latina. Did it mean the language I spoke? Was it the color of my skin? The foods that I like to eat? I mean, I feel that being a Latina is only part of my identity. And I think that in getting a higher education, it's important to keep the Latino community in mind, because it's something that other people that are not from this background will think about when they're planning their future, when they're thinking about policies, when they're talking about very basic concepts in their classrooms. They're thinking about it in a very, I guess, personal perspective that often isn't shared just because the Latino voice is not heard often on campus. Some of the challenges I faced being in college were just understanding that I wasn't here just because I was a Latina. Back home, a lot of people did voice the opinion that the only reason that Harvard accepted me was to meet a certain quota because of affirmative action, that it wasn't really because of any merit of my own. And that was something that I didn't want to internalize, but that I did. I mean, as these things were said, I wouldn't accept them as truth. But when I came here and started realizing that, I mean, there weren't as many Latinos as I thought there would be, it was worrisome. I thought maybe there was a grain of truth to that. But I did find a community here, and the Latino community has not only shown that I'm not here just because I'm a Latina, that I'm not alone, but that Latinos are so much more than just this one experience, that even amongst ourselves we are very diverse, and that the voices we bring are not just one, but part of an entire collage of voices that need to be shared not amongst just the rest of the campus, but amongst ourselves, and understanding that we are more than just this one label of Latino. As to feelings of giving up, I don't feel that that was ever an option, because coming to college or the entire education process, it's not just for myself, it's for my family and for all of the other Latinos that are coming on this path too, either before me or after me. We're all in this struggle together, and it doesn't even have to be a struggle, but it's really a journey. And I feel that in giving up this journey, it's just giving up on a growing process for both myself and an entire community. And it's not really about facing these giant challenges that are like, I guess, will stop me along the way, but really just seeing them as obstacles that I can overcome. Studying is definitely difficult, and getting through the entire college application process is very difficult when you don't have people to show you the way. But to know that my family came here to give me that opportunity, it gave me strength, knowing that we were moving along, that this was part of a much longer process than one in which started when I was born. It was part of the process of bettering an entire people. Again, I guess in overcoming, you have to realize that you're not alone. My name is Veronica Gloria. I went to college and so can you.